Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It's your man Earl, episode 261, uh, part two on being vigilant. Once again, this is going to be a 3, 4, 5 parter. We in that time closing out the end of the year. Yes, it's September, but before you know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving. It's going to be Christmas. I don't do uh, the October, you know what day. So before you know it, we're gonna look up and it's gonna be holidays and it's that time of the year to be vigilant. Now, once again, episode 261 is part two, and we talked about yesterday watching. Today we are talking about being awake. 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 Too many people, too many pastors, too many husbands, too many wives, too many young adults, too many churches, too many Christian business owners. And I can keep going. You get the picture what I'm going. Too many people are not awake. Now, here's what's interesting. We're living in a so-called woke time, right? Everybody's woke. People are in the know. And like, guess what? You're not awoke. Oh, I'm woke. No, you are. I don't want to be cruel and crass, but I just want to tell you, you're not awake. Because if you were awake, okay, and listen, this is part two to being vigilant. If you are awake, then you would know what is happening in the spirit realm. I'm gonna say it again. If you are awake, I'm not talking about being woke. I'm talking about being vigilant. Part two, episode 261, September 18th. If you are vigilant, part two is you are awake, not woke, awake. And this part two vlog video episode is teaching you, is instructing you that to have the proper biblical understanding of what it means to be vigilant means that you ought to know what is happening in the spirit realm, in the spirit world, not simply just in the physical world or the physical realm. And this is why you got to be careful as a Christian that you run around telling people I'm woke, I'm in the know. Because my question is what do you know? Because if you are not vigilant, if you are not awake, you have no idea what's going on in the spiritual world. Now, once again, part two, episode 261. What are we talking about? To be awake, not sleeping. I am awake. So even in dark times, aka the night watch, aka dark times in your life, dark times in your family's life, dark times in the church. What I mean by dark times, dark seasons. What I mean by dark times is times that are tough, times that are rough, times that are pressing. You are awake. Not woke, you are awake. Do you know what's happening around you in the spirit world? Do you understand what God is doing in the spirit realm around you? Do you understand what God is doing in your church? Do you understand what God is doing in your family? What God is doing in your children? What God is doing on your job? What God is doing in your business, through your business, around your business, in your life, in your personal life, in your walk with God, in your ministry, in your children, in your finances, in your home. You get the picture. And if you are being vigilant, that means you are consistently awake to the things of God and what He is doing and what He is trying to accomplish through you. Being Vigilant, Part 2, Episode 261. You must be awake, not sleeping, especially when things do not look or feel comfortable, correct. And don't be deceived. The goal is not to be comfortable, okay? The goal is not to be correct. The goal is to be righteous, okay? Don't be deceived. The goal, once again, is not to be comfortable. The goal is to be righteous, not correct. Truthful is the goal. Not living in a relative state of mind, but in a truthful state of mind. Hello. Episode 261 on the docket. Being Vigilant, Part 2. Be awake. Stay awake. Pray and ask God to show you, open your eyes to what is going on in the spirit world around you. God bless you. God keep you at peace.